808dragon.com. That's me in my little pop-up tent. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna light up my heater in a minute. Seriously though, but if I have this brick outside, it cold because it is 30. Inside of here is 38 degrees, but now I got this brick here. I got it on my lap over here inside there. My body heat is keeping it warm. So don't mind me. I'm gonna just hide again. But I'm gonna do this little cool thing. So trip on this. How do you get some? Let them know I'm on. Subscribe. Theoretically, I subscribe, I like, I'm on their radar. They might take a look at my channel and say, oh wow, I might get some extra views. I mean, that's kind of how this is going. But this is a trick here. I mean, just so you, just, I shouldn't even be showing people how to do this, but it don't hurt. I'm a community person at this moment in this world, not in real life so much. I'm a hermit. I'm a dragon. I stay in my cave. I mind my own business. But here in the YouTube world, we can always do this. Put in some leg work, as they call it. It's called leg work here. It is like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of fires going on outside, out in the. They got a bunch of people in LA don't got electricity, fires and all. Ventura County, no electricity. Oh, look, more subscribers potential. So I'm just going through this whole list here. Oh, Christ. And as of now, the evacuation zones are the following. Take a look. Zone 1, north of Somas, areas north of East Los Angeles Avenue, Highway 118, west of Balkan Canyon Road, and east of LA Vista Avenue. Already subscribed, that's fine. Country Club, east of Los Angeles Avenue, Highway 118, and south of the Santa Clara River and north of Beardsley Road. Zones north of North Loop Drive and Mission Drive and east of Fairway Road. Not so hard to like a damn freaking comment. Grabs the attention of potential viewer, subscriber persons. I mean, I'm not even reading at this point. Alright, so we've concluded that. Let's go back to me. So, let's view my channel for shits and giggles. Gotta love the Gundam. Oh, look, I'm live right now. Cute. Popular videos for you. Mountain Road, which is where we're at, south certain areas, and also south to
14 views. I mean, seriously. Popular views. Okay, 25,000, 24,000, 6,000. Okay, nothing crazy here. 13 views. Blah, blah, blah on the shorts. 300, 529.
So obviously, we are looking at very dangerous conditions. A shout out to
Okay, I
all
mean, not so bad.
all who are aiding in this effort to try
Okay, well, we're still alive at least. Cool.
Fire. Obviously, weather conditions.
I'm gonna have to do something different with this stuff.
Challenges for these
Featured channels bullshit.
Now we want to move over to Kara Finstrom. Kara, what are you seeing?
That's cool too, but
we understand, at least as of yesterday, several homes were just torched.
I don't even know. I mean, I'm on Facebook and YouTube Live right now, so I don't even know. I feel like I need to readjust a whole bunch of this stuff. Like maybe, I don't know about all this.
What you're looking at here is one of the many homes that burned to the ground out here. And when that happens, it opens up the natural
Oh, cool.
gas
10
line,
minutes
natural
ago.
gas continuing to burn as it escapes. And you can see utility crews are trying to shut that off. They are doing
So
that at numerous
this dude has this
homes in the
cool
area
little
that were
flame, and
just
I'm like,
decimated
how you got no
by the
soot?
flames out
I
here
got soot,
yesterday. If we pan
but
around,
not
there's
anymore
another
because I
group
got a
of homes
different.
out here
But
that
see,
were
see,
just
there's
away
proof
from
right there.
flames.
New subscriber, Golden Wolf. I'm already.
Area that we've come to right off
Let me let him know.
and about 800 firefighters are spread out throughout this and other surrounding
Sorry,
continuing to
Clarium,
and trying to really take care of any issues
permanent.
Before the winds pick up again this morning. Take a look at the flames they fought yesterday as this fire really raced through here.
Chat ban.
Battling what's turned into a massive wildfire more than ground. Thousands of people, as we've been hearing, have been forced from their homes. An unknown number ground. Thousands of people, as we've been hearing, have been forced from their homes. An unknown number have been injured. At least 2 we know were hurt. Dozens of homes and structures, again, obliterated. The mountain fire first reported yesterday morning on South
Wow,
Mountain.
it's like that fucking button is right in the fucking way of my other fucking pressing of another button. So yeah, I had to make room.
We do expect to get an update from Ventura County Fire later today.
I like my own replies.
Again, hundreds of homes under those evacuation orders.
All right, so where we left off last time was my videos. Oh look, one view. 1 hour ago. Cute.
Were you able to save their homes?
Yes, I was. My neighbor to the south of me or to the west.
Well, I mean, I had some useful information in that video.
Having the resources to fight this. One of the firefighters I spoke with, who said he was in
We'll just do that for now. I'm lazy. I'll come back and do other stuff. Oh hell no! I can do a better thumbnail than that. That's a cool thumbnail, but generic.
So they also, of course, are using water dropping helicopters, but he says they're using.
That's cool, but generic. It doesn't say anything about the video itself. All right, we'll do this real quick. 15 hours ago.
Cool, the game didn't restart this time. Those pop-ups suck, dude. 808dragon.com, my Mech Arena hanger. Well, YouTube at got.
See that the sun is coming up behind you, Carl. So hopefully, once the sun. All right, Carl. Thank you so much. Stay safe out there. Well,
That's
take a look at this.
this.
A daring
Whatever.
rescue during the fire in Camarillo. Some elderly people were evacuated.
Yeah, this can record good.
During the fire near Camarillo, some elderly people were evacuated from what appeared to be a senior living center. Ventura County Sheriff's deputies pushed the victims to safety in wheelchairs.
This is what came to see here.
Flames came dangerously
Eclipse.
close to the building.
Did I have the storm right? Oh, no, grenades. But still. My Eclipse is legit. And the storm rack, I put it on the Redox. Okay, this ain't working.
We will have continuing coverage on the mountain fire on kcounties.com and also streaming on CBS News Los Angeles.
The LA supervisor has
okay, we're over this.
hoping to find the people who vandalized 2 cemeteries.
Oh no, they vandalized a cemetery. Okay, 13 views, 8 views, 4 views, 300 views, 53 views. 14. I mean, nothing too special here.
reward.
330 at least.
Well, there's going to be a
Onslaught was cool. Anyway,
one of the big questions now, what does
can only record so much video here.
So incoming LA County District Attorney Nathan Hoffman spoke with TMZ and told them that if the reception hit the ground running, pouring over documents or
We already did that.
everyone involved. Former DA George Gascon recommends resentencing.
I do love these shorts.
He needs to review the case before coming to a decision.
They're always good.
Sentencing hearing is set for December 11th.
Stormworks are in Gear Hub, free to play.
take a look at our weather now.
Alright, we'll do that.
Not this! Not again! We need to run! I need a weapon. Weapon! This is all I've got. It's enough. Pilot, what are you gonna do? Improvise. Not this! Not again! We need to run! I need a weapon. Weapon! This is all I've got. It's enough. Pilot, what are you gonna do? Improvise. Not this! Not again! We need to run! I need a weapon. Weapon! This is all I've got. It's enough. Pilot, what are you gonna do? Improvise.
Okay.
Not this! Not again! We need to run! I need a weapon. Weapon! This is all I've got. It's enough. Pilot, what are you gonna do? Improvise. Not this! Not again! We need to run! I need a weapon. Weapon! This is all I've got. It's enough. Pilot, what are you gonna do? Improvise. Not this! Not again! We need to run! I need a weapon.
Time right now is 5:41. It was a packed
Well, that's a nice propeller.
Fernando, Venezuela.
Let's take a look outside real quick.
We visit the emotional funeral mass for the Dodgers legend.
Also on the weather
Because I
note,
can.
the fans, mostly fans waited nearly an
Yeah,
entire
yeah,
day
yeah.
to meet the three-time champ. Here they say it was worth it. I'm sure they said it was
Yeah, I'm
more
sure they
than
were
worth
very
it, yeah.
excited. All right, from the Forrest Gump Nike Cortezes to Cinderella's glass slippers, what do you consider film's most iconic shoes? We'll talk about one of the most recognizable pairs. Hitting the
So my solar panel is looks like it's about to fall down there, bro. That's what I really gotta do. Like fucking first light, I gotta fucking go up under my fucking roof and fuck with that solar panel. Fuck with another solar panel, maybe fuck with my wind turbine. Put the SD card in this damn camera because the fucking thing was malfunctioning. Put it back in and try clean up the terminals or something. I don't know. But basically that's my mission in a minute. However, right now, seriously, nigga. And they really want you to fuck you, exit, dismiss. Get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to click on my goddamn camera and you're fucking trying to sell me something. Fucking bitch. Oh yeah, so.
In a positive direction. We all want our lives to do that. Why is progress also
That turns on automatically.
Always believed insurance should do more. That's why we've gifted over 1,000 vehicles to veterans. Funded housing
Well,
programs.
I have it set at 2 minutes, so. I'm staying warm. The fucking 38 degrees. It's like 27 degrees outside, dude. I'm like barely 10 degrees warmer in my RV right now, okay? Like seriously.
Like improving your credit score in a far. So you don't have
But I haven't even turned on the heat just yet because I've got my brick. I mean, this brick is actually warm. Like it's not ice cold, okay? This is actually just my body heat keeping this bitch warm. This brick is not cold. It's cold if it you were to touch it, and it wasn't on my lap for the last while, but it has been. So I know this looks dangerous.
$300 off Phoenix Land. Call 1-833-415-9980 now.
Remember the first time you looked up to someone? Someone who looked like you.
That's called motion detection technologies. I have that in my bathroom and I have that on my front door. So yeah, you walk to my front door. On the outside I got a motion sensor light. Inside I got a doorstep light. Boom, I got this light. And then when I go to the bathroom, I don't even have to hit a light switch. And I live off grid. Remember, I'm off grid. The nearest telephone pole is 1 motherfucking mile away, motherfucker. Nearest paved road, 1 mile away. You gotta drive 1 mile to get to a paved road. / telephone pole is actually on the highway and not so much over yonder. But this thing is cool though.
Put us together, you know. We talk about the Dodgers, the playoffs.
The Dodgers, the playoff. Wow.
Valenzuela's 64th birthday.
Well, anyways, we're gonna get this little party started in 2 seconds. Because I'm over. I've done enough video game for a minute. So as you can see, motion ain't that freaking awesome. Alright, enough of that.
Some of them apparently waited more than 24 hours.
That blows my mind.
Can you believe
24 hours?
it? Would you wait 24 hours for someone?
I'd wait 24 hours for you.
Okay. Good
How
answer.
about that? Yes.
Well, the first come, first served basis event at the
So I just got one light on. I don't even have my main light on because that should be juicing hard.
They were there at 6 o'clock the night before, and just look at that line there. But even for those who waited the longest,
Alright, so basically,
there were no regrets.
let me
Just
zoom
look
in
at
here.
that line there. But even for those who waited the longest, they're saying there were no regrets.
As you can see, we have some sand in here.
Hall of Famer right there, future Hall of Famer, and
Some sand.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Got a nice little
It paid off.
extra.
10 seconds of meeting him and the 24 hours of waiting outside is just.
I mean, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this just
How
yet,
do people
but
awake? Do they take a nap out there? Who
Probably,
knows?
yeah.
Well, look at how happy everyone is. These fans really bleed Dodger blue. I'm glad they got to meet. You know, I'm really happy. You mentioned this, I think, yesterday, or probably the last 3 weeks, because we've been talking about Dodgers like crazy, how much they're doing to get in front of the fans.
Yeah.
To be
fucking
face-to-face.
bitch.
It's so important, and we were talking about this also, Amber.
Goddamn
If
phones
I
are
could
stupid,
meet him,
man.
Lucky would be one of the ones I want to meet because he's so cool and just seems so genuine. Like, I love watching his interviews.
Fucking
Like,
phone.
he's a cool guy.
And so much, you know, he's just
And
a
he's so
character,
good.
right? Yeah. Who would you want to meet, Amber?
She said
all
Shohei.
of them.
Oh,
She said
Shohei.
Shohei. Oh, I want Kike.
Oh, there we go.
We got our list, guys. Let's go. All right, good morning,
Now,
everybody.
let's hope I don't
Happy
burn myself when I go to
Thursday.
grab
Look at
some
this. We're
water.
looking at a glimmer of that sunrise right now. This is our Hollywood Hills camera. We are talking about
Alright,
clear
so
skies,
we're
but we still have these
14,
really gusty
18
winds and
minutes.
and these winds continue to be really strong, and we're going to continue to see that as we head into the rest of the morning. But the big story also associated with the winds, we're talking about chilly conditions this morning. We have freeze warnings in the Antelope Valley, and this is the reason why.
Okay.
We're at freezing for Palmdale, below freezing in the mid-20s for Lancaster. So bundle up as you head out the door this morning. 49 for Pasadena, mid-50s for areas like downtown LA and our usual wind-prone areas where we're seeing the really gusty conditions. Temperatures are in the 50s for Santa Cruz and Simi Valley, but we're a little bit warmer for Camarillo and Malibu just because of the way the
That should
winds
get
are
warm
still
in a minute.
gusting up and pushing toward the
Warm up my
ocean.
brick a little.
Hour-by-hour forecast for downtown LA, we finally climb up into the 70s after thawing out just a little bit, and then by the afternoon, we're going to see those temperatures just slightly below average, or at least a little closer to normal. So our next weather, what we're watching for is a chilly start. Santa Ana winds will still continue through the afternoon. These winds have really dried our atmosphere.
Oh.
So this is why we still have those red flag warnings in play, extreme fire danger, those gusty winds, also low humidity and warm temperatures. And if fire were to start, it would spread really fast, and we did see that yesterday. And then the wind event is over as we head into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then as we head into the start of next week, we're looking at temperatures dropping to below average. There is a chance for some showers as we move into the early part of next week, possibly Monday night. So that's something we'll continue to watch. Here's a look at those wind gusts right now, 30 miles per hour for the Simi Valley area. Where the mountain fire is burning, you can see we're still seeing those really strong gusts, up to 36 for Moore Park, 28 for Oxnard, 19 for Ventura. The good news is that our hour-by-hour wind forecast shows that we will continue to see those gusts with us.
going to be still gusting through the Santa Cruz Valley, but then by the second half of the day, we really start to see the winds taper off. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. By 7:30, we're still dealing with those gusty conditions. Still gusty through 9:30, but then take a look just around the lunch hour. We start to see the winds relax a little bit more by the end. So we're going to stay dry, as I mentioned, through the weekend. There is a chance of rain as we go to Veterans Day Monday. Back to you.
That's some
Amber,
heat right
thank
there
you.
already
Let's
coming
get you
out.
out the door right now to talk about a couple issues we have starting off day. Back to you. Amber, thank you. Let's get you out the door right now to talk about a couple issues we have starting off in the LA area. There is a crash on the 10 West Pass in Vermont. The left lane is blocked off, and you can already see it is tough out there leaving that 101. The rest of the way at the moment, we have our usual slowdown on the 105 and on the 5 freeway. I do want to remind you about fire danger on Topanga Canyon between PCH and Mulholland. The road is closed until 6 o'clock on Friday morning, both directions of Topanga Canyon. You can take Malibu Canyon Road or the 405 to get around that. And a reminder on the mountain fire, both directions of the 118 between Wells Road and Tierra Rajada. We have the road closed off there, along with Somas Road between Los Fosas and the 118, all because of the mountain fire. Take your alternate route this morning, or I would highly suggest just to avoid the area because there is a lot of smoke and a lot of activity as well.
All right, time now, 5:50 on your Thursday morning. A pair of one of the most iconic shoes are hitting the auction block. And wait until you hear.
Ventura County at $460, LA County at $451, Orange County $440, and the Inland Empire at $439.
And opening bell just about 40 minutes away. Here's a look.
40 and the Inland Empire at $439.
And opening bell just
That
about
got
40
warm
minutes
pretty
away.
quick, though.
Here's a look at the numbers.
I can still touch it back.
A massive day on Wall Street yesterday with new record
This ain't doing
highs.
nothing just yet, though.
Reacted positively to the re-election.
No, I swear there should be some alcohol in the
The
bottle.
Dow shot up 1,500 points. The Nasdaq scored 544. The S&P 500 climbed 146 points.
I noticed it. A little bit. I ain't doing it. I feel like it's using a little more alcohol than usual.
TV host is Mark Consuelos. Next live, Carrie Ananaba plus Ali E. Carvalho from Moana 2. Watch live.
I'm using a lot of alcohol today than I usually.
Here we have the Player Plus, giving you all the information that PGA Tour players require for every shot.
All glass touchscreen starts by showing all your hazards. Swipe, you see your front, back, center.
This is where I can get my driving
There we
distance.
go. Now she might do it.
Flips onto the car, and
She needs
the
to
sound
heat up
quality
properly.
is incredible.
You also have this action button to read off your driving distances as well as club selection.
Incredible product, both for the sound and the quality of information that it gives you, allowing you to choose better golf clubs and shoot better scores. Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Flu.
Don't get sick on me today, buddy. Here, pop these.
New Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Flu Fizzy Chews. Fast, powerful cold and flu relief. No water needed. Wow. New Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Flu Fizzy Chews.
If you have heart failure, Farxiga can
No, this tin kind of could use some kind of wicking material or some sort.
Farxiga today. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including
That ain't doing it. That ain't doing it. Okay, this is the first time I've done this when it's this cold.
Blood sugar. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis.
Home Shield will be there to fix or replace parts of the systems and appliances you rely on every day. They help protect your time and money by connecting you with qualified pros every day. They help protect your time and money by connecting you with qualified pros and helping pay for covered repairs or replacements.
Alright,
offers
maybe we'll try
flexible
something
and
different
affordable
then.
plans for every home. Sign up today and get $100 off with code
This thing still got some
AHS100.
faith in it,
Visit
though.
AHS.com
Oh, this
or
thing is
call
nice and warm, though.
833-PLAN-AHS.
The only thing on the road faster than a race car are rising car repair costs. But with Endurance, you'll never pay for covered car repairs again.
Just 2 claims saved us over $1,700. If I didn't have Endurance, I would have paid over $7,000 out of pocket to repair my vehicle.
So make the call. Find out how much you could save with Endurance.
Call right now to get $300 off any plan. Call 1-833-440-3858 now.
CBS Reports explores our counter-terrorist system, the people responsible for it, and those pushing for change. The Watch List, now streaming on the free CBS News app.
Come on, man. Get to operating temperature, motherfucker.
Los Angeles, the time right now is 5:54. The NFL is working to help expand flag football across the U.S. ahead of its Olympic debut at the 2028 Los Angeles Games.
Yeah, so the NFL's head of flag football, Stephanie Kwok, says the non-contact sport presents an opportunity for young girls who are fans of tackle football. NFL clubs are helping support the effort nationwide.
The Steelers and the Eagles have been really involved, worked together in the state. Both of the teams had high school girls leagues that really helped high school teams with starting leagues that really helped high school teams with starting.
I feel like this one doesn't work as
and
good.
they also provided stipends as well for coaching and
But
equipment.
let's give it a go.
And Pennsylvania became the 13th state to sanction flag football for high school girls in September. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
My niece Milan, she's 10 years old, she's been a soccer player. Now she's doing flag football, and she is the fastest out there because she's got the skills, and she loves it. And
I love how proud you are. You're such a family guy. We love it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool though. But hey, if they do it, I'm watching.
There you go. Me too. Okay, Judy Garland's
There you
ruby
go.
red slippers are finding a new home. The
You're
iconic
starting to
shoes
foof
that
up.
the actress wore in The Wizard of Oz
Yeah,
are
boy.
going up for auction. They're one of 4 pairs from the 1939
She's
classic
reaching
film.
temperature.
The slippers gained notoriety in 2005
Now, this
when they
ain't
were
getting warm.
stolen
Just
from the
I need
Judy
more
Garland
sun.
Museum in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. They were found in 2018. Bidding is currently at more than $800,000.
That's crazy, but it's also kind of surreal to see the actual something to distress. A group of preschoolers in Maine, they did an adorable demonstration of democracy. They were taught about the voting process in terms they could understand. Snacks. Democracy. They were taught about the voting process in terms they could understand. Snacks. Right?
Wait, let's do this too.
They casted votes for their favorite Teddy
That's
Graham
lit.
cracker.
Oh my
They had 3 to
gosh.
choose from: chocolate, honey, or chocolate chip. Chocolate, the clear winner of the race, clinching out 9 out of 14 votes. Honey, distant second, with 3 votes. Chocolate chip, the last 2 votes.
Wait, that is the cutest thing I think I've ever seen or heard of.
Yeah,
Good for them.
Alright.
Okay, the time right now is 5:56. Ahead at 6 o'clock, we have live team coverage on the mountain fire burning in Ventura County. We will take you there where the flames are still moving at a very dangerous rate.
Kids, don't try this at home, by the way. Alright, so basically I've got the sand, I've got the brick.
For the ultimate golf technology product, look no further than the Player Plus GPS speaker, boasting a one-of-a-kind, all-glass touchscreen display. You'll be able to
I've
see
got
your
the
front
flame
center back
kinda
distances,
enclosed.
Swipe for your hazards.
Oh,
Swipe
it's
for
kinda
your forks,
impressive.
Swipe for driving distance. We packed 3 passive radiators based on the top, bottom, and the side, and 2 incredibly rich speaker drivers for an incredible sound experience
So
on
there's
and
some
off the course.
stuff on the can that's burning. Kinda sucks, but
Just
oh
a
well.
bottle. Just a bottle.
This is
of
round
Certified
1 here.
Clean infant formula. Just a bottle with clinically proven benefits. Just a bottle of formula made in small batches in our very own factories. Just a bottle that is unlike any other formula sold in the U.S. Because this is just
Do
a
not
bottle
try this at
worth
home,
by
please.
heart.
But I am keeping
Never
warm.
skim.
Connection has been calming the confusion of IT for over 40 years. We connect people. Connection has been calming the confusion of IT for over 40 years.
Yeah,
We
seriously,
connect
don't
people
try
with
this at home.
technology to enhance growth, elevate productivity, and empower innovation.
Oh, I'm
Proudly
keeping
offer
warm though.
HP
Oh,
premium PCs or Z workstations running Windows 11 powered by Intel
now the
Core
next
Ultra
question is, can I
processors
cook
with
on this
built-in
thing
AI
like
to
this?
boost productivity while
The
maintaining
way it is.
privacy and flexibility protected by HP Wolf Security. Visit
I
connection.com/HP
mean, this is technically the
to
first
learn
test
more.
right here. No chimney, nothing fancy.
Yikes. The leaky refrigerator coil card.
Still burning off some stuff, but let's see if the bottom is warm.
Of an
Bottom's
AC
not
fan
warm
motor.
yet, but this aluminum
But your future is
should
bright with an
do
American
something.
Home Shield warranty to protect your covered appliances and home systems.
That's a pretty hot flame though.
Bees
Ain't
behind
gonna
me.
lie.
Bees escaped.
This is dangerous. I could need a piece of water in a minute.
If your car's out of warranty,
I have water,
your next
so it's not so
breakdown
bad.
could
But
cost
this thing,
thousands, unless you have
not
endurance.
super handy.
They covered a $14,000
Sort of right there. It's water,
engine
bottled
replacement.
water.
Just 2 claims
Oh, shut
saved
up.
us over $1,700.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Who's gonna pay for your next car repair?
Can I click on the brick part? I don't know. So that's already starting to warp. The aluminum is already practically melting, honestly. I mean, what do? Do an extra layer? But she did warm up. She got hot. I'm gonna have... Okay, right now. It is 38 degrees right now, okay, kids? 38 degrees. I'm not lying.
Acres in just a matter of hours, and more than 14,000 people have been evacuated. As of this morning, there's no containment in sight. Now, check this out. It's a live look at Fillmore, where we are now
Can't
seeing
see, huh?
active flames. Look at that. Tons of smoke.
Oh, either way. Doesn't really matter. It's 38 degrees in here. That's all you need to know. It's 38 degrees, but not anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, here's a live look at SkyCal right now from the air. You can see the fire burning very strongly this morning.
You can see the fire burning.
Now, more than 14,000 acres have been burned, and Amber's been warning
And
us
here
about
I
a
am
little bit
playing
about
with
the
fire
flooding
on my
winds that
couch in
expected
my
to pick up
RV.
throughout the day as well. But we do want to get to our live team coverage. Lieutenant Caballero, Carl Fincham, and Rick Montanez.
And I'm a little concerned about this aluminum
Mark Luke,
deforming
Rena
like
Shields,
this.
and Amber Lee are tracking the fire, weather,
Well,
and the
she's
roads. But
melting
first,
already.
let's go to Lieutenant Caballero.
I wish I could use my beer cans for more things, but
this morning.
Good morning. Yeah,
she's
that's right. I mean,
melting.
this is just a tragic situation. This fire
I'm just warming up a
continues to
brick,
grow
bro.
in this
I'm just
area.
warming up a
Lots of
brick,
smoke,
yo.
debris,
Seriously.
ashes, and of course flames.
And maybe this
A
sand too.
big challenge for firefighters, aside from the
While
rigid
it's at it.
terrain and also the dry brush.
I put a
are the
shitload of
winds.
freaking
They
alcohol
are
though, so I should
constantly
probably like cook
and
something on this.
subsequently catching dry brush on fire, and in this
So that's
case
gonna be
behind
tricky though,
me,
cause
leveling a home. So you obviously don't see it there, but our camera behind me
oh yeah,
leveling
this
a
is
home.
freaking
So
awesome,
you
bro.
obviously
I have a
don't see
fucking
it there,
fireplace
but
on
our
my couch,
cameras
bro. It's like
were
super duper
rolling
chill.
when the fire inched closer to
Super
that
chill
home.
right here,
At
just like
3:08,
that.
you can see that the flames are close to brush.
Let me put this
A
phone over
couple
here,
minutes
cause
later, you can see those flames inching closer to the fire,
on my
and there
battery.
you have it. That home catches on fire.
62.
Those flames slowly start to overtake that home by
Oh shit.
3:24. Half of the structure, if not more, is engulfed in flames by 3:29. I mean, we are talking about a matter of minutes. Now the roof is on fire, and those flames are just overtaking that home. So this is obviously not the only home that is burned down from the mountain fire. You are talking about tens of thousands of acres burned, more than 14,000 acres, thousands
Yeah.
of evacuations.
Some people got
And
different
as
kinds
you
of
can
problems.
see here, when we come out live, you are looking at yet another case of how an ember was just taken to an area with dry brush, and within a matter of seconds, you see it going from something very small to all of a sudden that's shooting up to that dry brush. And these are some of the challenges that firefighters here on the ground are facing. And just something that we've observed when we're talking about all of the wind. When we got here, we noticed it was a westerly flow, but, you know, within a
Well,
matter
my
of
brick is
minutes,
nice and hot
within
though.
the hour, I mean, the
I'm not
wind
gonna lie,
direction
this brick is
changes,
nice and
and
warm
so
right
it's
now.
hard for firefighters to really
Oh
get
hell
a
yeah.
grip
Okay,
and
I
a
gotta
gauge
pee.
on the
I'll be right back.
direction the wind is going and
Don't mind me.
where that wind is going to fan those flames. So certainly something that those
Still got
firefighters
flames,
are
got a little
tackling
smoke
as
going
we
on from
speak
that
now,
damn thing.
as they get ready to continue to protect the Santa Paula area and prevent the fire from going to the west side. Cara Finstrom is live from Camarillo. Cara, what are you seeing there? Obviously, we have a structure burned here, several burned in your area as well.
That literally melted off a car. That fire so hot as it burned through here. And you can see one of the vehicles that was just left in the middle of the street that burned. Really see one of the vehicles that was just left in the middle of the street that burned. Really troubling to see the devastation here. This house completely burned to the
So
ground.
theoretically, I have
And
residual
you can see
heat.
as well the house across the street.
I didn't burn down my
burned
house.
to the ground as well. I want to return to this house. You
I
can
mean,
see
I live in a freaking crazy little
just kind of
spot.
burning there. That's natural gas. When these
And
houses
I'm over here
burn to
fucking
the
around
ground,
like this.
what happens is the gas line is opened up, and we have
Sorry, I
gas
need to
crews
take a
out here
piss because I've been drinking
tackling
my
this. They want to
beers.
get all of this gas turned
That's
off.
about that.
Let's go right now to a look at the flames that raced through here yesterday. Firefighters continuing to battle this massive wildfire
Difficult.
that has burned more than 14,000 acres. They are doing that both from the air. They had night flying helicopters up overnight. I can hear some helicopters up right now. Also, they are here on the ground. Now, thousands of people have been forced from their
Put some
homes. An
blankets over my
unknown
legs
number
because
have
it's
been
cold.
injured. There are reports of at least 2 being hurt, and many homes and structures have just been obliterated. We're waiting for an update on that later this morning.
It's barely warm,
The
but
mountain fire
this
first reported
is
yesterday
a
on
real
South Mountain
freaking
near the 7900 block
Between the
of
brick.
Balcom Canyon. It exploded,
Oh, it's
fueled
not
by
bad.
those Santa Anas. It
So
jumped
the sand
Ronald
part
Reagan or the
is
118
not horrible.
freeway into Camarillo Heights and began burning in all directions.
Oh, it is brick though.
Ventura County Fire, again, expected to give us an update at some point,
Oh, yeah.
but we do know hundreds of
Oh,
homes remain under evacuation orders. Schools are
warm brick.
closed in many areas. Now, back out here live, I want to give you a look at an American flag,
A little
still
blanket
flying
over it,
high,
safe
tattered,
to
but
touch and
above
everything.
one of these homes that has just burned to the ground. Again,
this
so
is
sad
kinda
to see this destruction. We're on
the
Esteban, but really, as we drove in this morning, we could see the destruction
I
up
swear there
and
should
down
still be
numerous
more
streets. As a matter of
alcohol in
fact,
there,
let's pan the camera all the way around. That's another home that burned to the ground. We could also see just dots of fire all across the landscape here. And one of the firefighters I spoke with said that the fire is everywhere. It's laid down a bit this morning because it's cooler and the winds have calmed. But they're really trying to attack it right now because they don't want it to flare up when
So
those
within a
winds
couple
pick up.
minutes, I can actually
One
touch
other
this
thing
thing.
I want to mention to you, he said they ran out of water yesterday up here, the hydrants. We've got a hydrant actually right behind us as well. He says those tapped out just about a half hour after they arrived.
Oh, this is cool down
Refuel
already.
these fire trucks, so to speak, so they can keep fighting, but that's going to be a concern for them. And of course, the state, the federal government working to bring in more resources, going to be a concern for them.
I'm gonna
And
get
of
my
course,
hands
the
dirty a
state,
little bit
the
here.
federal government working to bring in more resources and to free them
So
up
this
so
is
that they
what
can tackle this.
some extra
This
burning.
shows how serious this firefight is. Cara, thank you so much. Absolutely devastating.
All this
All right, now let's go
canned
to Amber Lee for a look at the fire
plastic.
conditions in our next weather. Of course, the wind, a big issue causing these fires.
Yeah, and you saw in Cara's shot right there, obviously the video does not lie, just how devastating it is and how the winds did a hopscotch kind of effect when we had these wind-driven fires. You saw one property just completely leveled, and then on the other side of the street, you saw a home intact.
So
So that's
I
what
feel like
happens
this
when we
thing
have these
is a little
gusty
less
Santa Ana winds. So here's a
economical.
look at our next weather
It
wind
could
gusts. We have these winds coming in from the northeast, and as the fire, as it was burning and growing, the winds will pick up the embers and then just move it to
I
the
mean,
next
that's the
location, and
actual
that's why
stove.
sometimes it hopscotches and misses one property and goes to the next. That's
Go on.
exactly what we saw
But
yesterday.
it
This
is
is what we're
empty.
seeing again
I
this
feel
morning.
like
More of those gusty Santa Ana winds. The good
even
news,
with
not
that
as
little
strong as
hose, I
yesterday.
didn't
We had
put
gusts
a
up
whole
to
lot.
60, 70 miles per hour yesterday. Now we're down to 36 for Moore Park, 26 for Camarillo. Still gusty any way you look at it, and that's why fire crews are still trying to tackle this fire. I'll have much more in the ways of when the winds will finally let up coming up my next weather update. All right, Kalina. Hi, good morning. So I'm focusing on the mountain fire
I got this other
closures.
little
So we
guy.
have several between Wells Road and Tierra Rajada. We have that road closed off there. You can see the black
This
patch
one
there. That's an indication
I
that
just
something is
made.
off limits. We also have both directions of the black patch there. That's an indication that something is off
Don't get
limits.
me
We
wrong, there's
also
another
have
one
both
inside of
directions
there.
of Somis Road between Las Postas
But
and
this
the
one I just
118
made out
closing
of
off this morning.
leftovers
That's
from
dispatch
these,
right
the
over
last
here as
thing I
well.
cut.
Alternate routes.
So basically all I
Highly
did,
encouraged to just avoid the area entirely if you
oh
can.
god,
If you
that's so
cannot,
nice and
the
warm.
101
Oh my
freeway,
god,
Highway 126,
I'm
or
in
Santa Rosa
heaven.
Road will also help you around that. I do
I'm
have
in
another
39
spot
degrees, hell froze
that's
over
closed
cold,
off
but
because of fire
look, I didn't
danger.
even poke
That's
holes
Pega
or
Canyon between
nothing.
PCH and Mulholland.
It's
That
real
road will be
basic,
closed
just
until 6 o'clock
super
Friday morning.
small.
Chris and Sheba, back to you.
Okay,
Still
Kalina,
kind of
thank you so
folding
much.
some
And
of these over,
firefighters,
but
they're
I
using
figured these
every
little
tool at
guys
their
right here,
disposal,
it's just a little
including
pan.
some very large water dropping helicopters. Assignment Manager Mark Blue live at the desk with videos and
The
also the
idea
latest
is
on
it
evacuation.
enough to like
Yeah,
just
that's
boil
right,
water
Chris.
though.
The mountain fire essentially has a ring of mandatory evacuation areas, bringing in some very large
Does this
water
actually
dropping
do
helicopters
anything?
to fight
I
this
wonder.
fire. But this is video live right now from SkyCal, but
I got this
arrived
thing
over the
kind of
mountain fire
attached here,
just about 10 minutes ago.
but either way.
Right now from SkyCal,
I don't want to make my
arrived
pan
over
dirty,
the mountain
so
fire
just about 10 minutes ago. The SkyCal is to the north of the fire, looking south into the mountains south of Santa Paula.
Alright, I'm gonna
and
start
to the north
fresh
of
with
Camarillo.
the
You
fire.
can see very large flames burning in the rough
I'm gonna get the
terrain
water ready
between
to
these
boil.
two communities of Santa Paula and Camarillo. Now, this fire, it started yesterday morning and continues to burn
Bottom line is-
unchecked through this area. Now, right now, what we're looking at here is this mountainous region. There aren't a lot of
Got this
homes here,
nice
but many homes
warm
have
ass
burned
drink.
last night. And that's why there are evacuation
No.
orders in
It's actually
effect.
quite
Now,
hot.
there's going to be some
I'm gonna have
water
to let
drops
go
today.
'cause
They're
it's
not
hot.
happening right now. We've got some
But it's just
video to show
perfect.
you
It's just,
of
oh
one
my
of the
God.
most successful water drops.
My hands
This
are cold.
quick reaction force
No, they're not.
executed last night. What you're looking at here is video from one of their spotter aircraft.
I had to go
That's
through some
Coulson
little
Aviation
burn off the
Helitanker
crap, but
55, a very large Chinook CH-47 dropping 3,000
this actually is still
gallons
warm.
of water at about
Oh my.
9:30 last night
So
in one of the
success.
hottest parts of the mountain fire. They're going to be using this helicopter
I
along
have
with some
success.
Sikorsky's today to try
I've
and get
warmed
this
up
fire
a
under
brick,
control. Now, let me bring you out
and
to my
I
screen and
tested
show
the
you the
thing and it
latest on
didn't
the
burn down my
evacuation
house.
maps. This is CAL FIRE's
This
website,
kind of
and you can see
deformed.
this very large
This is actually
area
still
here,
warm.
this orange area. This is the footprint of the fire
The
right
sand
now.
is still
in these
warm.
red areas here in Santa Paula
So
and down here
between
in the
everything,
Camarillo area, these are all mandatory evacuations. They are very concerned about the
I'm winning.
communities down
I
here
win
in
this round.
Zone 4. That's
It
near
didn't
the
burn down
Los
my
Cobos
house.
Country Club and the Sterling Hills Golf Course area. These are all mandatory evacuations. People are
I've
advised to
achieved
get out of their homes now
fairly
and leave
cheap,
to the nearest
call
evacuation
it
center or
10, 20
someplace
cents
safe
worth of
because
fire
of how
to
fast this
keep
fire
myself
is
warm a
burning
little.
down in the southerly
Gonna
direction.
cost me something,
So coming back
but
out here live,
don't get me
the
wrong.
SkyCal
This
is
brick
going to stay up
is
overhead
doing
this
great.
fire and monitor it
I did
because
this
it's very bumpy up
most
there
of the
because
night,
Santa Ana winds.
just
We
the
expect to see
brick
water dropping helicopters
and my
start
body.
dropping water on the
Just so you
fire
know.
sometime this morning. That is the very latest from the desk.
So I'm like
All
good.
right, thank you so much, Mark, and we'll have continuing coverage
But
on the mountain
let's
fire
just
right
boost
here
it
on
with, I put it on the
KTEL
stove, the regular
24/7 on
propane stove.
KTELnews.com,
So
also
neat trick,
streaming
kids.
on CBS News Los
If
Angeles.
you
Well, it
cold,
is 6:10 now, and the transition of power.
heat up a
President
brick,
Joe Biden
put it
getting
on
ready
your
to
lap,
address the election
under the
results,
blanket.
while
It might
Vice
be cold
President
at
Kamala
first, but
Harris
your body
has
heat
a
can
message
turn.
to her
I don't know. Maybe
supporters
my
this
body
week.
heat can handle it. I'm a dragon, dude. I'm down for Orlando.
Family, teammates, and fans pay tribute to
Well, anyways,
Dodgers
we're gonna
legend
cook on
Fernando
this bitch in a
Valenzuela.
minute,
How
but
his
we'll
son
go for
remembers
1 hour.
his
real quick.
dad, known as El
Now,
Toro.
fun fact,
And we
TikTok
hear it all the time. Social media is
Oh,
bad for kids.
violation.
Well, it looks like one
You're smoking
country
a
is actually
cigarette,
planning
you're
to do
drinking
something
a
about it.
beer, or you're smoking weed. Drugs, alcohol, and tobacco. Fucking TikTok, pussy, faggot shit. I be cussing all day long on YouTube. They don't give a fuck as long as I'm not doing weird porno shit or crazy shit. But I mean, I can play with my flame. Oh, nope, can't do that. Can't hold a flame. Can't hold your knife.
How do we fit so much good inside Too Good Zero Sugar? When there's no sugar, no artificial sweeteners, and no lactose, there's
Don't try this
plenty
at
of
home
room
either.
for protein-packed fruit sugar, no artificial sweeteners, and no lactose. There's plenty of room for protein-packed, fruity, creamy goodness. Because the world needs more good. Too good.
But if you can't hold a blade like this, to me, you're a faggot pussy. Back in the day, previous life, let's say, you were not considered a man or a warrior knight,
The votes
whatever
are
you want to
in.
call it back
The
in the day.
sexiest TV
Unless you could
host
grab your
is
damn knife
Mark
by the blade
Consuelo.
and use it
Next
like a
live,
fucking
Kiriana Nava plus Ali E. Carvalho.
hammer, baseball bat, or some shit. You can't grab your blade like this without cutting yourself. You're not skilled enough. You're not
The
man
votes
enough.
are in. The sexiest TV host is Mark Consuelo. Next live, Kiriana Nava plus Ali E. Carvalho from Moana 2. Watch live.
Today at 9.
You can't hold it like that. I don't know what to tell you, kids.
To the skin that feels the world around me, that has
Either
always
way.
protected me,
Oh, I'm
that
keeping.
cradles me
Oh,
and the ones I love.
this is better. Okay,
The
so
skin
back
that
when I
grows
lived in a
with me,
house
grows with me,
recently, there was a
that
fireplace,
represents
but you
me
gotta be
and my
like
skin
3
story.
feet away from the fireplace to
Dermstore
get the
helps me
heat.
honor my
Otherwise, you're
skin.
still in cold air.
Derm recommended treatments
Doesn't change
and
that fast.
expertise. By protecting,
Having the heat
nurturing,
3
and caring
feet,
for
1
it
foot away from you.
in
Fucking
ways that run
priceless.
more than skin deep. Dermstore. 25 years of honoring skin.
I know when I wake up
I'm
on
gonna try to
Sunday
boil
mornings
eggs.
and I step into this studio, I'm always
Maybe try to
looking
cook some.
at where the story goes next.
Well, that's a bit unexpected. That's not exactly what I expected to do there. Okay. That's cool. I don't feel solid about it, but that's cool. I do actually have a stand that's around that height that may be come in handy for this. The reality is that. Now, technically, I'm kind of interested in cooking on a stone by itself. Hmm. 6:15 a.m. and the solar's catching some light. Not bad, not bad. We've got an orange light on the solar, so that's a good thing. And the blue light went off on the other one, which means the light it's catching something. There ain't much light, but there's something.
And taking a live look right now at the mountain fire. This is a live look from SkyCal. You can see, Sheba, this fire continues to roar, about 14,000 acres. We've got crews all across this area monitoring the fire. And as we know, several dozen homes have already been damaged. It's so heartbreaking to hear.
Look at those flames impacting so many lives and homes. We are continuing to follow this devastation.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, the destruction this morning from the mountain fire continues to show up, especially as the sun starts to come up.
Absolutely. We're looking at that right now. KCAL News reporter Rick Montanez is live in Camarillo's Las Posas neighborhood with a closer look. Rick, what are you seeing now?
Yeah, Sheba, Chris, it is just devastation here. I mean, a lot of these homes were burning as the sun went down yesterday. So now, as we see the sun coming up, is when we are getting a better glimpse of the destruction. I mean, look at these homes, these two next to each other, that just are now rubble. I mean, the walls, you can tell, buckled. There is very little left of these homes aside from the chimneys, a couple of walls, even a shower. There's remnants of burned out cars
fucking
here.
around,
This
bro.
home incinerated, along with several others
my shit's
nearby.
getting
Watch
incinerated,
this video
but
from
it's
through
kind of
this
controlled.
neighborhood, hopscotching over some of those homes, and you see just through this neighborhood, hopscotching over some of those homes, and you see just how hot and fast these homes are burning. I mean, engulfed in flames in a matter of minutes, and it's absolutely devastating. Some of the neighbors that we talked with made their way into the neighborhood yesterday when this was happening. Those winds just whipping through, blowing embers and flames all over the place. And one man we spoke with said he already knew his home had burned down, but he was standing at his neighbor's home, and my colleague Leslie Marin spoke with him about what he was trying to do in trying to help out his neighbor, knowing full well his home had already burned to the ground.
This is our neighbor's house.
This is your neighbor's house?
Yeah, we live in the one that burned down next door. So
You live at this house?
yeah.
That's real.
We just came up to see.
Oh, God, I got warmth. I'm happy.
Find our
I'm just happy to
insurance
be
papers, but
warm.
that's
It's
not gonna
cold,
happen.
dude. Oh, shit.
So, so we're.
Fucking still.
I was just gonna leave. It's like, well, why don't we see if we can save something? So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And you know what's difficult about this is a lot of times these families are just
I
caught
made a
off guard
fucking
by the fires moving through here quickly. As he mentioned, he was not home, so came home to try to get some of his belongings. Unfortunately, not able to do so, and we're looking at a couple of houses here. This is the neighboring home that I wanted to talk about as well. I mean, you see how most of the home is gone, and this all burned so quickly. We also want to show you real quickly across the street, this other house here, also destroyed. Something that I'm noticing here as well is you see the lawns have not burned. So these homes most likely
this brick
caught
is so
fire
warm right now.
because of those embers that were cast out because of those strong winds. Likely what sparked these fires because
it's almost too
not
hot
like
to
there was
touch
a
it,
wall of flames that came through here like we've seen
it's
in
so
other
warm.
situations before. But
It's like so
certainly
much
just
better than a
devastating
fireplace
for these
itself.
families. And of course, we are still feeling some winds this morning. I felt some pretty
that
strong
feels
gusts so far, and as we've talked about in the forecast, that's expected
Oh,
to
that
pick
feels
up,
good.
which is certainly disheartening for the people who live around these communities. Reporting live in Camarillo,
Feels
Rick
so good.
Montanez, KCAL News.
Yes, making that firefight even harder. Rick, thank you so much for that update. Let's get over to Amber now and talk about those winds. Rick just
It's
mentioned
just
them,
a
says
little
they're
too
still
hot
very
to
bad.
touch. But
Yeah, so right now we're still
blanket.
dealing with our really
Oh, it's
gusty
just
Santa Ana winds. The good news is that we are
I'm not
actually
cold
looking at the
anymore
winds
like I used to
starting to
be.
decrease as we head into the latter part of the day, but this
I've
morning
been up
it is
since
still
like
pretty
midnight.
gusty. Not as bad as what we saw
6
yesterday,
hours
but
now.
still going to make it hard for fire crews to still get a better handle on this fire. Next weather,
Oh,
our
this
fire
brick
outlook. We're
holds
not in the
heat
clear
like you
just
wouldn't
yet. We have
believe for a
elevated fire
minute,
danger
dude.
for most of our inland
I'm gonna be
communities,
warming
but the
till the
area where
sun
the
come
fire
all
is
the way
burning,
up.
you can see with that
It's not
extreme
bad.
fire danger, we're looking at all that red right here from Santa Clarita all the way to Malibu.
I'm doing
And the reason
just
for that this morning is
all my
not only are
coolers
we
are at
talking about
31
these really strong
degrees.
gusty winds, you
Bruh.
pair it with the low humidity and the warm temperatures, it just makes it the perfect condition for those fires to start. And if we have a fire to start, it would just grow.
Maybe
And we
the
saw that
mountains will
yesterday. So
protect
here's
me
a
from
look
the wind a
at
little.
where the winds are pushing in this morning. So we did see the winds pick up in strength since the last
Big old
hour from
fire
Moore Park and
over in
Simi Valley
Ventura
area.
County.
Gusts right now in the mid-30s. Earlier was in the low 30s.
400,000
We're in the
acres.
mid-20s right now for Camarillo and upper 20s for the Oxnard area. So with the winds
hot.
blowing in from the northeast, in
Kinda hot
typical
still.
textbook fashion, that is what's also pushing that smoke closer to the ocean as well. So with our next weather, what we're watching for, it's a chilly start this morning. And then those St. Anna
No
winds will
kidding, chilly
continue
stuff.
through the afternoon, and then, as I mentioned, tapering off as we head into the latter part of the day. But because the winds are drying out our atmosphere, we still have this extreme fire danger until later today as well. Then the wind event is over as we head into tomorrow, and then that's going to also warm things up a little bit. By the start of next week, below average temperatures, we're watching a system pushing to the north of us that could bring us a slight chance of showers as we head into Monday or Monday night. But right now, we're talking about these temperatures below freezing in Lancaster. The freeze warning here continues till 9 a.m. 48 degrees for Pasadena, 47 for Burbank. So grab the layers, bundle up this morning. And then where we're seeing the wind,
Seriously,
it is a little bit warmer
27
for
degrees
Camarillo
right
and
now.
Malibu, where temperatures are in the low 60s. And because of the winds, we don't have that marine layer at all. But the good news, as I mentioned, the winds will start to taper off for the second half of the day. We'll still have some gusty conditions in Santa Clarita in the 30s up until about the lunch hour. And then you can see as we get into the evening, it gets down into the teens. The futurecast for the winds shows that the winds stay gusty through the rest of the morning, and then we start to see the winds relax once we get into the lunch hour. Still windy though, but you can see we start to see a little less of that wind
this'll work.
action, and then finally by tomorrow it is out of here, and that is where we are left with drier conditions. Temperatures will be about 71 for the
That I
Inland
trust.
Empire today, a little
That
warmer
seems
tomorrow once
just
the winds
fine.
leave. There is a slight chance
So not
of
only
rain
does it heat
Monday
my
night,
rock,
and then
but
for the
it'll
valleys,
make.
we're looking at highs in the upper 70s.
Well,
with
we're
80s
gonna
to
boil
end the
some
week
eggs
into
in a
the
minute.
weekend. Selena. All right, Amber, thank you. Let's get you out the door right now to talk about the closures one more time when it comes to the mountain fire. The impact on the 118 is significant here. So both directions between Wells Road and Tierra Rajada, we have the roadway closed off. Also, Summits Road, both directions there between Las Postas and the 118, off limits. Those are the biggest
did most of
closures
my
we
mech
have in
arena.
that area. There are surface street closures and smaller closures. You can reference our website, kcalnews.com, for more on that. Also, fire danger here, Topeka Canyon
There's brick.
between PCH and Mulholland. This road in both directions
I got more brick over here
will be
too.
closed until 6 o'clock
More
Friday
shave them.
morning. And then
Shave
taking you
them
out to
down
the
a
Inland
little bit.
Empire, we actually have a brush fire happening right
Like
now.
such.
Two right lanes are blocked off, 210 west at Riverside Avenue. You can see a small backup there. Chris and Sheba, back to you.
So all the sharp parts, I don't need them sharp like that. I can round them off a little.
Tired of the salon lash routine, the waiting, the expense, but love the look? Meet the DIY lash extensions that are going viral and join the millions of people who discovered Flutter Habit after spending hundreds of dollars on salon extensions. You too can get that salon lash look for less than $1 a day thanks to our exclusive technology and easy two-step application. So it's time to skip the salon and ditch the mascara. We're certain your lashes will thank you. Find your perfect lash style today at flutterhabit.com.
Mom, hello. You should mixbook us.
Mixbook you?
It's the best gift for your favorite people.
With Mixbook, you'll create knockout photo books.
AutoCreate organizes us photos into a story. And wicked fast.
Find your inner storyteller with endless design tools.
Visit mixbook.com and raise your gifting
Little
game.
by little. It's going to take a little while, but I'll smooth this out. So this thing is cold as hell. Tell you what. Right now. Put that
The
over
average
there.
price for a Botox cosmetic or a Juvederm collection of fillers treatment can range based on the provider's cost,
All the
geographic
sharp edges.
location, and where you get treated. The average price for a Botox cosmetic treatment is $400 to $600, and the average price for a Juvederm collection of fillers treatment can range anywhere from $600 to $1,200, depending on the product used and area treated.
Talk to your doctor about Botox Cosmetic and whether it's right for you. The effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious... For important safety information and to find a licensed specialist, visit Juvederm.com.
Smooth it out now. So I guess this is my new hobby. Shaping rocks. I still got some metal to shape, but definitely smoothing out that edge there. Oh man, that's so warm. Oh, that's so nice and warm. Oh, it's not even funny. Nice little chunks of rock. Coming off all these little sharp pieces. I don't know how good of a shape I'm going to get, but I can at least smooth off the sharp parts on this one.
Welcome back to KCAL News, mornings at 6 and streaming on Seeing very strongly this morning. It started yesterday. About 14,000 acres burned so far.
Oh, 14,000.
Dozens of homes damaged. You can still see a lot of hotspots as crews continue battling this fire, and also the big concern
I own
is
2.5
we've
acres
got
where I live here.
extreme weather, extreme wind into the day. Of course,
Another 5 acres
Only
under.
making things worse. You see those flames there and smoke, and we are dealing with evacuations this morning.
Yeah, so dozens of school districts in Ventura County will be closed today. Just to name a few, they include Ventura Unified School District, Santa Paula Unified School District, Oxnard School District, Rio School District. Briggs website to find out if your child has school.
And because of another fire that started yesterday, along with wind and road concerns, all 4 Malibu schools will be closed today. They're Malibu with wind and road concerns. All 4 Malibu schools will be closed today. They're Malibu Elementary School, Webster Elementary School, Malibu Middle School,
And yeah, I do have this hammer next to my bed.
Alrighty, it is 6:26 now, and firefighters are working hard to control that mountain fire. We have live team coverage as they continue to battle the flames.
And also the main priority, getting people to safety. We're going to show you deputies rescue an elderly man as the
I
fire
have a
closed
bunch of
in on
rocks in my
homes.
damn RV
And
now.
where you can get free N95 masks to help you with the smoke exposure, stay with us. You're watching KCAL News Mornings at 6.
But making some progress. This is already a lot smoother than it was, so I'm cool, bro. Oh, it's so warm. Funny.
Consuelos. Next live, Carrie Ananaba plus Ali E. Carvalho from Moana 2.
Watch live
Today at 9.
on ABC 7.
Moana 2.
Watch live
Today at 9.
on ABC 7.
Where are you headed?
Where am I headed? Am I just going to take what the market gives me? No, I can do some research.
You know, that's backed by JP Morgan's leading strategists, like us.
When you want to invest with more confidence, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
At Brightside Health, we know that everyone experiences anxiety and depression in their own way. That's
That's why our mental health care providers work one-on-one with you to tailor your treatment to your unique needs so you can start feeling better, faster. Visit brightside.com today.
I had lost about 50 pounds and kind of stalled. And then a friend had said, you ought to look at Weight Watchers Clinic. The combination of Weight Watchers and weight loss medication has changed my life. It's a different body.
I feel like I should be wearing safety glasses or some shit.
Guess who'll compress your photos and videos into pixel dust unless you pay extra? At PhotoBucket, we feel your pain. That's why we don't charge a penny extra for storing your photos and videos compression-free, guaranteed. Sign up today at my.photobucket.com/free trial.
You have an excellent warranty.
Warranty?
Warranty.
Okay, gotta go.
You must have American Home Shield.
How'd you know?
I can tell your appliances and home systems are protected. Covered repairs and replacements are taken care of. Warranty never lies. Have a cookie dough. American Home Shield. Sign up today at ahs.com.
Well, she's a little less rough. I'm just scraping off the sharp parts here. I wouldn't mind making a fancy design out of this whole thing. Being that I'm actually kind of good at this, apparently. I didn't know. Just trying to make a little less sharp edges here. That's all I'm actually trying to do. I don't know if I'm going to reach rounded edges at some point. But.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, November 7th. I'm Chris Holmstrom.
And I'm Sheba Turk, and we are following breaking news this morning. We want to take you a live look at SkyCal of the mountain fire in Ventura County. It has burned more than 14,000 acres now. Dozens of homes have been destroyed, and thousands of people have been forced to evacuate. The fast-moving wildfire started yesterday afternoon and exploded in size in just a few hours. According to the Ventura County Fire Department, it is 0% contained. And take a look at how close our reporter Jeff Nguyen was to the flames. He says this home was at least 2 floors, and it looks like it was a family with young children because you can see there was a playground in part of it. Absolutely devastating. I saw Jeff show walking around this area last night, and it is unreal to see how close he is to those flames, how fast they're moving across areas that literally minutes ago were just fine.
Leslie Madin was out there as well, and it just blows my mind how fast this fire spread and just the damage. And, you know, this is one of the concerns that we had when we're talking about all the fuel out there, the dry brush, they're okay. You know, people who are living in this area, but they're definitely it's going to take some time to recover.
Absolutely. You can see the wind blowing the trees in all of these shots right next to all of the flames.
Time to recover.
Absolutely. You can see the wind blowing the trees in all of these shots right next to all of the flames. Now, the Ventura County Fire Chief is saying the most important thing, of course, as you mentioned, is getting people to safety.
But with a fire of this magnitude, there's so much going on at once that you can't handle every issue. So what we do and what we train to do is prioritize. Prioritize what's important, what's valuable, and what difference can we make on the ground. And I believe throughout the operational period, we've done just that. And what is valuable is the people of Ventura County, the people traveling through our county, and their homes, their property, and their well-being.
The mountain fire is burning in a region that has seen some of California's most destructive fires over the years. We spoke to some people who were evacuated, as well as the Red Cross.
The fire at that time made it difficult to get out because it's less than 1,000 feet from us. And we kept trying to find our way out through the smoke, and there was fires on the side of the road in front of us. And we kept going in circles, and we finally got out.
So work out of my
was a little
hand.
difficult for some. Some left earlier until they finally did the evacuation notice, and then we all had to go.
We got an evacuation text, and I went home because I was at work, and went home to neighbors packing up It moved very suddenly into our neighborhood.
The Red Cross is in this community 24/7. We're helping the community prepare, and of course we're responding to this fire. This started out as a temporary evacuation point where people were coming in just to a shelter, an overnight shelter. We have a team setting up cots so they'll have a place to sleep. We have the Salvation Army cooking meals for us. We have some nurses to sleep. We have the Salvation Army cooking meals for us. We have some nurses that are here.
Ugh, just it's so hard to hear. And look at this video. This is a daring rescue.
Calm down,
There was
Salvation Army.
elderly
Where I got
people
this
that
jacket
had to
from.
be evacuated from what appeared to be a senior living center
Nice
near
little
Camarillo.
sweatpants, too.
Ventura
this is
County
warm.
Sheriff's
All my
deputies
hands are
pushed
getting
them
frozen
to
in.